funny. Look around. Look at all the scars on all the trees.
Yeah, they're all beaten and
All the
bruised.
trees. Don't even begin to look up. There's so
Right.
many. Did you notice the poison ivy on that
Nope.
maple?
Mm-mm. There's a full vine of poison ivy on it.
Of course, the sap is what's bad, right?
Yeah.
That's poison ivy.
Is it?
Here it is. We looked it up.
Right on my head.
Poison ivy.
Oh, I just got that sap right on me too. I need to go wash that off. It's not red on the bottom though.
Yeah, he looked it up and he said it was poison ivy. So anyway, this week's review.
Fire!
Yeah, we've been clearing.
Fire!
We're in the backyard and we had big piles. Look at other videos, right? We got videos, but we had, this was the original ravine from last year when we started clearing the garden.
Yep.
I dropped all the trees from the garden right down here, cut all the branches and put them right in here. And then we started clearing either way up because I broke trees when I dropped them and all that stuff. So this was, right here was probably 8 feet down. So we just put a layer of dirt over it. We just cleared the top, like we're working down there right now. So we're clearing the top off and then we're pushing dirt down from the holes that we're using for the 2 fires we've got going.
Oh my gosh. More. Okay, just like turn your bucket in.
All right, mid-afternoon, day 3. The boys are done for the morning. I'm down here by myself. It's okay. Got big machines. A lot of stumps burning, stumps waiting in line. Almost down to the road. Got almost everything up. Got a couple of piles here and there, small piles. I'm gonna take those logs, I'm gonna build a wall right down there, like a sediment wall, so all this new dirt doesn't wash down into the lake down there. So that's our property line right there on that road. And there's a beaver pond right over there. You can see what kind of, if I hold this level, you can see what kind of incline it is. Tilt up. House is way up there. So this is pretty steep. If I walk on down to the road level, not even that. This is a little above road level right here. So you can see how steep this is. Now I'm gonna put those logs right there, like a dam sort of thing. I'm gonna lay those across and build a wall right there and pack dirt up against it, pack some stuff up against it so it stops the water, and then I'll put a silt fence on the other side of it so nobody yells at me. And sooner or later we'll clear right on over to the pond. I do notice here though I've got a couple issues. I've got a couple of pretty big dead trees here. So this pine tree right here is dead. You can see the power lines right there. It's not my power line, but power lines right there. Look how big that thing is. Woo! The phone's right up over my head. You see right to the left of it, right there. That's that oak right there. That's dead too. And then there's another one right there. See that one that's leaning over? That's leaning in that tree way up there. That's dead. So I have to think about that someday. But I don't want to get this all nicely manicured and everything, then start taking out trees. Better to do it now. But boy, there's a beautiful white oak right there. Look at that guy. Big tree. Thing about when you clear out like this is that you get to see these big, massive, beautiful trees that kind of get hidden with all the pines around and everything. Yeah, quite pleased with this. All the piles are almost gone. Get the bucket in here sooner or later and run it through here and make it sort of nice. Cool. So we've been on this is day 3.
Is it? Yeah, day 3.
Day 3.
Mm-hmm.
So
we've already cleaned up most of the piles over there. This is the last of them.
yep. And then we've just still got a couple of small trees to take down.
Yeah, easy small trees, especially that guy.
And it's getting harder and harder to take them down because, well, not back here, but up front, it's getting harder and harder because as we build more things, we end up hitting stuff, and we don't want to do that. So we've got big dead one there, big dead one there. We took down, let's see, we didn't take any down today yet. So in the last 2 days though, we took down, what did I say? 10?
Yeah.
10 trees. Oh,
that's a lot of trees.
But they're, for you people who are worried about trees, these are either dead or dying pine trees. Mm-hmm. We're not taking down any hardwoods.
If you look that way, there's a lot of trees.
Yeah, we're thinning.
It's a lot of trees.
Yeah, actually, if you go over to the next hill, down the little ravine and back up, you'll see there's no pines there, and that's, you know why that is, right? Mm-mm. When they log, this is an old logging road. It's right. See the road right there? So this is the old logging road, and we've had logging roads all throughout, right? Well, that logging road went right down to the lake, and there was a sawmill right there. Mm-hmm. And so when this thing was logged 50, 70 years ago, I guess, they took out everything, and the thing that grows back first is
pine trees.
The pine trees go up, they get big, they start to get, we got beetles in them now. The beetles get in them, kill them, the hardwoods start growing, and then sooner or later the hardwoods take over. Well, over on that hill, there are no pine trees because the pines have already all died and the hardwoods have taken over. So we're just kind of helping them along.
Yeah.
We're not really destroying trees. Besides, we cut them up and use them. So yeah, so we've done that. And what else? We've been planting in the pool.
The pool looks great. It looks amazing.
Yep. So we've been planting. Y'all swam in it yesterday. It's up to almost 70 now.
Ooh, it's nice and warm.
Yeah. Is it different between the first time you went in?
Yeah, infinitely.
Can you tell the difference? 8 degrees?
Oh yeah, definitely. We're able to. It's more fun. Like we're swimming around, jumping into it, standing on the wall, doing a cannonball into it, diving into it. Cool. Yeah, really fun. Really fun.
Oh, that's awesome. So let's see what else have we got going on.
Cleaning up. Do a little spring cleaning.
Yeah, a couple days there I was kind of lost because I didn't have a project. I don't know what to do. So I puttered. I fixed a lot of stuff that hadn't been fixed, like rakes and machines, and greased all the machines and did a bunch of work on that. Got the truck washed and stuff like that. So every now and then we got to take care of our machines. So I've said before that with machines is nice, but it's 50% using your machine and 50% fixing it or maintaining it. So one of the things you really should do every couple of days is grease it minimum, and then check everything. Check the oil, check the hydraulic fluid, check the coolant, all that stuff. Starting on greasing, so every fitting that moves gets greased. Every one of these. Here, here, here. Every place that you have a hinge joint gets grease, and grease is the lifeblood of the joint. If you don't grease it, it's metal on metal, and it'll just wear right out. Other things you want to look at is hydraulic lines that have gotten hit, because we hit. I mean, we hit stuff. I hit stuff. It's just the way it is. Hit trees, hit all kinds of stuff. See how this hose is so bent? This hose got all messed up. So you know, you gotta take care of the stuff the best you can. So I have found 2 bad grease fittings so far, 2 broken grease fittings. So I happen to have in my hardware store inside there a whole collection of grease fittings, because those go every now and then. This bolt was loose, which kind of guides this whole arm. So I hadn't noticed that till you get down and you start looking at it. And there's a lot of pressure on this thing. So I come through, I'll try to get all the grease up. You know, it just collects stuff. So just try to clean it up. Like the blade here, it takes a lot of, use the blade a lot, because you pick the machine up, use it for stability as well as use it as a dozer blade. And that's a huge piston, a huge cylinder. Wow. So that's got 3 grease points. And then the other thing that's interesting on this machine is the carriage. If you look at the carriage the whole machine rides on that carriage, right? That circular carriage. So you have to make sure that thing stays greased, because you're spinning around all the time. So that thing has to stay greased. So I grease that real well. I'll do things like when I'm in here, I'll go through and where'd I hit it? We hit it, you know, I try to knock stuff out. So must have brushed against a tree the other day. So that's gotten bent in. So I'll bend that back out the best I can as I'm checking everything. You know, it's not new, it's an older machine. It's a 2012. But it's got
even a new machine would.
It's got a, yeah, I'd rather tear up a 2012 machine, a $30,000 machine, than a $160,000 new machine, which has got all the electronics, which I don't know how to work anyway. And there's a lot of stuff I don't know how to work on here, and then these drives are gonna have to, they're supposed to be sending me those drives soon, because these are the wrong sprockets. So hopefully they're gonna send those soon, and I can fix those. I'll feel a lot better with those on. But you know, you got to take care of stuff. So we're going to dedicate the afternoon to this, and then I'll bring the skid steer down and grease it and check it over and everything. So you know, that stuff makes a difference. When you go to use it and it breaks, usually you're in a bad place.
Yeah.
So it's better to find it now. And that goes to anything you do, really, whether it's a machine or the tools, the cleaning the shop.
Yeah.
Putting new blades in saws, you know,
brushing your teeth.
Brushing your teeth, right? Like my dad used to tell me, only brush the teeth you want to keep, right? So, yeah, everything you got to work at stuff. Mm-hmm. So, just part of everybody thinks, oh, you got all these machines, it's so much fun. Well, yeah, and no.
Yeah.
So, yeah, fun. Yeah, so we've been just piddling
and puttering.
but now we're gonna try to get this, at least get the mess cleaned up so it looks halfway decent from our big windows up top.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. So we hope you enjoy these videos. We hope you share them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. And if you want something to do, come help us work. We got lots to do.
Yeah.
We got gloves. We got extra gloves for you.
Yeah, looking at you, David.
Alrighty, cool.
See ya.